It's already recording. All right, this is a special edition of Rare. That thing. I'm gonna go over power. I've been wanting to go over this for a long time. It might be a part 2 to this. All right. I have a cameraman, so it's not on the stand today. But so I'm gonna ask a question. If a guy has no weapons on him, he has no weapons, he has nothing at all, he's just barehanded, and he's going up against a guy with 12 guns, who has the most power in that instance? Who do you think has the most power, Rabbit?
The guy who thinks over the one who uses brute strength.
Okay, but in that situation, the guy who has more guns technically is considered the person with the most power.
Technically.
All right.
It depends on if we're using power as the idea of who can do most destruction, or
well, that's the point I'm making. If it's a battle, if it's a war, then that's the case. All right. And I bring that up to say this, that if you're atheist, right, and you need to somehow have more weapons than a person that believes in order to stand up or withstand what they're saying. In other words, you get into a conversation with them about the universe, and for some reason you keep trying to veer off into evolution, or you keep trying to veer off into how plants grow. Some area they're not even in. It's not even a part of the conversation. You just keep throwing in stuff just because you might have a little knowledge about that above that person or whatever, and you can't stick to the topic. That means you don't have any power there. That means that you need to either submit or gain the power to I'm using power loosely. In other words, knowledge, like he said. And that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, if I was to end up with just say YouTube was to so happen to give me the passwords to some atheist channels, right? What am I supposed to do with that? What would you do with that? If you're an atheist, if you got my channel password, would you go in and post some rated R stuff to shut my channel down? Is that the way you would fight, or is that what you need to do? Is that the method that you would use in order to try to disable my influence? Or would you keep trying to present some kind of a truth? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I know the thing about Venom Fang X, and people going around. I mean, he was young, and people going around dropping docs and telling people names, trying to go after their jobs and stuff like that. Who got the most power? That's what I'm saying. If you need to go to somebody's job and try to get that person fired because you cannot refute their argument, then something is wrong. You need to really re-examine your whole method of doing belief or whatever it is that you're into, because it apparently to me that that person has so much of an influence that you feel that the only way you can stop that person is to drop docs, to try to falsify documents, to, you know what I'm saying, and that shows a lack of power. And give you an example. When Gideon was going up, and this is a biblical example, but when Gideon, you can move the camera if you want to. You don't gotta keep it in one place. I know you're trying to be, but when Gideon was going up to battle, he came with so many men, and the Lord said, you know, that's too many men. I can't show my glory in that. You gotta get rid of that many men. That's just way too many. And then after he got rid of some men, he looked at the army again and said, no, that army's still too big. You see, like someone told me, it's in against the obstacles of life that you are able to overcome shows the actual strength that you have. I'm paraphrasing. And that's the same thing with truth. If all you all have to throw at a person is, you know, doc dropping, channel cracking, or you know, straw man arguments and things of that nature, then you should really re-examine your position and where you stand, because it may be that you need to become a believer, or that you don't have an argument to stand upon. Do it show how many minutes I have?
You have 7 right now.
Okay, I got 7 now. And I want to say this to all y'all out there. All right. I know that there's this belief that somehow or another you may be able to outthink me, in the sense that, okay, there may be some things that I just don't know. You just got to keep asking questions. I'm telling you, I'm going to bury that stuff. If I'm trying my best to be nice, and you're taking it as a weakness, I will bury that stuff, and I won't give you an out for it. And that's the thing I do not like to do, is try to shove truth down people's throat. But if that's the only way you will understand, then, you know, I'm sad to say, but I will bury that stuff. It's sad that it has to come to that. But I mean, man, I know the idea of you know, trying to challenge my awareness or my knowledge about scientific things. I told y'all I'm not as science studied or learned as the majority of the atheist community, but at the same time, you know, I'm studying it and I'm researching, and I'm not going to present something that I don't have a good understanding of. Even the stuff that I've already said, you know, I'm gonna try it. That's what you do. You try it. Like I said, there may be a part 2, because I know I'm forgetting something. You know, I know I'm forgetting something. But I'm going to end it right now, just because I don't know what the time at. And this guy, he's trying to be perfectly still. I don't want him to lose his balance trying to be still. All right, y'all. That's good.